Welcome to South Dade One Voice Community Coalition podcast, also known as SDOVCC. SDOVCC is doing business under the Elijah Network Family and Community Alliance, Incorporated, which has been around since the early 1990s, with the goal of bringing neighbors together to address the challenges that families and children face in South Miami-Dade. At that time, the main focus for the Elijah Network included youth substance use and violence prevention in the community. To continue the collaboration efforts established, the Elijah Network, local organizations, and residents joined together to form South Dade One Voice Community Coalition. Since inception in 2011, SDOVCC focus has been to combat, educate, and help families in the community understand more about the dangers of underage substance use and how they can be advocates for change. The substances we primarily focus on are alcohol, marijuana, prescription medication, and opioids, because these are the main substances being introduced to our youth at a young age. In order to achieve our goals, we have a multitude of projects, strategies, and initiatives. Welcome to SDOVCC.
Hello there, everyone. My name is Anthony Cooper, and I'm the media coordinator with South Dade One Voice Community Coalition. We are located in Cutler Bay, Florida. Today, we'll be giving you all an overview as to who we are and what we do throughout the South Miami-Dade community. I would love to introduce you all to the rest of the SDOVCC team that makes this possible.
Hey guys, my name is JP Zavala and I'm one of the project facilitators.
Hi everybody, my name is Sofia Mino and I am the program manager.
Hi, my name is Ashante and I'm the project coordinator.
Hi, my name is Alexandria and I'm the youth resource liaison and life coach.
Hi, my name is Estefania and I'm a project facilitator.
Great. How you guys doing today? Everybody doing all right?
Good.
Yeah, we're
Awesome.
good.
Great. So, Ashante, you want to give everybody a little bit what you do here with us?
Yes, so I am the project coordinator for the Drug Free Communities Grant, also known as DFC. As a DFC coalition, our main goal can be split up into three components. The first is getting community leaders to come together to address the local drug problem. The second is providing information to youth, parents, and the community at large about what our local drug problems are, as well as inform them about the risk that comes with youth substance use.
Mhm.
And the third is addressing the environmental conditions that lead to youth having access to these substances and figuring out ways to reduce them being able to access these things. As a drug-free communities grantee, because of the great work that we were able to do, we were allowed to apply for and was awarded the CARA grant.
So actually, being part of the CARA grant, we also have the opportunity to not only talk to students and youth, the community, about alcohol, marijuana, but also to talk to them about prescription medication and how to be careful, especially during this opioid epidemic that's affecting our country really bad. So under our CARA grant, we have the PhD project, which stands for Prevention, Health, and Diversion. And pretty much what we do is host parent cafes, youth cafes, presentations at schools, at different places where youth are present and where we can make an impact in the community, as well as installing drop boxes around the community for safe medication disposal, because we want to make sure that people know and learn how to properly dispose of their medication and also how to keep it safe at home.
Right, like Sophie said, among the many things that we do as South Dade One Voice Community Coalition, as a project facilitator, one of the things I'm in charge in leading with Stephanie is the program called Through Our Eyes. I lead the part called Sound It Out, which focuses on having the teens, the youth, and the high schools that we're in and that we work in to express what they see or what they witness regarding substance abuse around the community. And Steph also does something pretty cool with that.
Yes, so as you guys know, like JP, he does, he focuses on the Sound It Out, which is one component of the Through Our Eyes project. The second component is the photo voice, and students just use visual arts like drawings, paintings, collages, and stuff like that to express what they see our community and how it affects their community.
Right, I didn't explain better before, but we'll sound it out. What they do is they record. So I have a track for them, and on top of that, they like sing. They they express a poem they've written or they rap, right? But something else that we also do as we're getting into schools to educate and learn, we do a new program. We implied a new program called Improving Strength and Wellness, which is an evidence-based program provided by Prevention Plus Wellness. And what we do with this program is very similar. We also educate and teach about drugs and different substances, but we also encourage for healthy alternatives, such as better sleeping patterns, better nutrition, and emotional wellness, which is where Ali comes in for that as well.
Hello. So yes, as a life coach, we have been working with Dade Prep, meeting up with students once a week and making sure that they learn the importance of wellness, meaning that they understand that wellness is a lifelong process of making decisions to live a meaningful life. And as a youth resource liaison, I make sure that we get our organization out there by going around the community and distributing resource guides. I also make sure that we partner up with other organizations to participate in community events.
And the cool part of this is that this is all part of our Thriving Mind grant, and that's not the only thing that we do, but actually, Coop, if you mind telling people what you do too.
Yeah, so I'm in charge, like I said before, the media coordinator, and my main focus is bring those in the community closer to what we do through various media outlets. So we do things such as movie ads, radio ads, busways, and billboards. You actually can find our movie ads in Regal Cinemas between Kendall and South Florida in the area. So main things like that we do as well, just to get the word out in the community online as well.
Correct. And like I said before, that falls all under a Thriving Mind grant, which focuses on not only alcohol, marijuana, but also opioids and prescription medication. It's all in one. And we make sure that students are informed and they receive some sort of education when it comes to substances, because making the right decisions now is going to prepare them for the future to be better citizens of the Miami-Dade County, especially the areas that we cover are down south from Homestead to Hammocks. So we want to make sure we impact our community. And I think something important and something that we strive for is a little slogan that we have, Steph. What is our slogan?
Live life substance free.
Right. And we want to make sure that our main focus are youth, but also impact the community, right? Because if the community doesn't change, how are we gonna impact the youth?
And it takes a village to get that done. So that's why we have an amazing team that target different areas in the community, within different types of work that we do. And I love it. I really enjoy being a part of this program and what we do here for the community.
And I cap a little. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Anthony.
That's good. I also feel like, the work we do is so amazing and we touch so many different lives. So I was just thinking about it here, but it's just like thinking about it. What is like a memory that sticks with you all that you guys, that you feel like was a giant impact in the community?
Actually, I would love it if either Stephanie or JP could answer, maybe with something they have experienced through the sessions with students, maybe a picture they took. I know some students make drawings, so maybe you saw something interesting there.
Yeah, Steph.
So while we were giving out some presentations about like certain substances, I think it was marijuana, we had like a couple students tell me, one of my family members' close friend was under the influence and they were driving. And they got into a car accident, and the ones who actually got affected by the car crash wasn't the person who was driving, who was under the influence of marijuana, but it was the other person who was in the car that they ran into. That's and impactful. They lost their lives. So this is very.
And I think that's why we educate that's what we try to tell them as well. Like, hey, mind you that, you may think it's all fun and fluff when you do it, but you don't know, actually, you can be the one hindering somebody else's life. And
Correct.
something that's happened within Sound It Out, and I think Ali was there with me, and she could probably add to that as well. But we've had a few students when they come into the booth and like record. Some of them, are excited to be in front of the microphone and sing or rap, but we've had some very emotional moments where they dive in, right, Ellie? They dive in and they just share. I don't know, what was your thought on that
Yeah,
experience?
it's very sad knowing that these students are going through these things and it's our community.
Correct. And
Yeah, another thing, well, I was just thinking about, we do our DA take back days and things like that. So it's just like seeing the community come out and be involved with us. So we know that the work we're doing is getting to not only the community, but the homes as well. We're touching not only families, but individuals. Being able to collect those certain things to keep it off for anybody. You know what I'm saying? You never know what can happen. Accidents happen, but I feel like the work we do is all about prevention. The key element to this is to prevent accidents from occurring. So with education and things like that, we can make a
Love that.
change.
yeah, and you mentioned something very important. You mentioned DA Take Back Day. So actually, that is a wonderful opportunity that we have to work together with law enforcement and the DEA to make sure that people can dispose of their medication in a safe way, in a secure way, but also without questions asked. So people can bring their medication that has expired, that they no longer use. We usually have different locations where they can come to, especially our organization, South Dade One Voice Community Coalition. We have two major places where we have a tent and we have different partners that come to help us out, and people can bring their medication. We work with Walgreens and also with the Florida National Guard, who are amazing at helping us out in this process. And we have collected quite an amount. What, Chantel, you remember how much we collected last time?
So last time we collected about 20 pounds of medication between the DEA take back events that we host, as well as our prescription drop boxes that we had. We've collected over 150 pounds of medication.
Wow.
Exactly. And that was last April. So now the next DEA take back is gonna be October 29th.
Oh, like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks,
October
okay.
28th.
Oh, October 28th. I apologize. October 28th. And if you have medication, please make sure to follow us also on our social media so you know where we will be located, so you can bring your medication. But something else that I also wanted to mention is we also have the opportunity to go to different places to make sure that, especially like smoke shops, liquor stores, to make sure that underage
Consumption.
people, right, underage people cannot have access to alcohol. And that is something that Ashante also does with her compliance checks. Do you have maybe an experience or that you had that maybe you want to share with people?
So yes, we definitely like to make sure that businesses are involved in the work that we do, because we cannot do it alone. So one thing that we do in order to reduce youth access to alcohol is pretty much three things. For one, we make sure that every place we visit has the proper signage, a WeID sign, whether it's ours, the stores, or any other organization, but something that says we check IDs before any alcohol is purchased. And secondly, something we like to do is what we call Project Sticker Shop, where we go and we take stickers and bottle hangers to these places that has the overall message of, if they can't buy it, don't supply it. So this is mainly aimed at the community, letting adults who are able to purchase to know, if you have somebody, a youth, who is asking you to purchase this for them, don't give it to them. And as a youth, if they come into your establishment trying to purchase it, don't sell it to them.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we do compliance checks just to make sure that these retail outlets are actually following the law, so that we know that it's not getting in the hands of the youth.
And I think we do so much work. So it's just like, over the next couple of years, like where do you guys really see this going? Like,
I think if I can add to that would be just really making sure that our community is being creating that awareness and making sure that we can educate as much as we can in our different areas in the community. Just, I guess, more information out there. The more we can put out there, the more awareness I think we can bring. So that I would like to see that happening even more in the next coming years.
I see us growing. Like the only way to go is up. So I see us growing and being a small organization. We have been able to see the impact of our voices, of going out there and talking to certain people, talking to stakeholders. We have already been able to see change, to see positive outcomes. So how much more will it be in the upcoming years if we keep up with this fight, with this prevention efforts, and be able to reach even more and more people? So I see this growing and hopefully impacting more homes in the South Miami-Dade County.
And I think it's
Definitely. And like, you can go ahead.
So I think it's important to know that when it comes to growing, as Sophie mentioned, we can't just do it by ourselves. It does take other individuals, it does take other organizations in order to make this work. And so one thing, if you see yourself, you think your values or your organization values align with what we do, you can always join our coalition. We definitely don't do this alone. It takes parents, students, religious groups, just really businesses all over and people by themselves in order for us to do that. So if you want to join our general coalition, you can always email us more information. And then we also have a youth coalition because youth tend to listen to youth more than they do adults. And so that peer-to-peer knowledge, that peer-to-peer education does go a long way. And so you can also email us about joining our youth coalition. It is definitely youth-led, adult-guided, and they're doing amazing work in the community.
They came with us to Katika this past training. Pretty awesome.
So then we'll have to explain what Katika is. So Katika is a great opportunity for us working in prevention to receive training, to learn more about substances, about research, about the DEA, what they're doing. And this year, we were able to bring the youth along with us, and they were able to learn so much. They even had the opportunity to create their own little organization, and it was like pretend, of course, but what a great opportunity to teach young children this awareness, prevention efforts, how to start it from the ground. So I think that was
making them feel comfortable that they can lead, that then they have the tools, that the information is out there, organizations just like ours, and they're out there and they can lead.
And how old are our kids?
14, 15.
14, 15-year-old kids, teenagers, working towards their next organization. That is exciting.
Definitely. And we have just so many more to come. I mean, I know we have such a broad aspect of different projects and things we do, but what I would say to you all to stay tuned. We have so much more coming. Feel free to get any more knowledge. Our website is www.ovccsd.org. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us. Our info and our information on there, as well as following us on all of our social media platforms. That'll keep you updated on any events we're going to be at or any locations where to find us at.
Absolutely. We hope to hear more soon from new people that were able to listen to the podcast and also to visit our website.
Thank you for watching, people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for listening.